Into the red zone, it's Brady. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I'm about to have that lion pretty soon. I got like 135 shards.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point.
Yeah, I don't really know the real name, but I call it Snoopy Lion. Snoopy Lion.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Well, I'm gonna have a gold one right now, but I'm saving up the fucking flash coins. So I have some flash coins for that bitch. So when I get them, I can just go straight to that bitch and just get them shiny. I got a fucking Deoxys too. Yeah, that shit lit. Cause now they debuffed a lot of different things that seem harder.
Gostkowski
like,
now out to kick it away.
Force field shit. I started doing that. You know, they got the field protection. It's like another.
This will be taken about the 12.
Shit.
And good starting field position. They'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Oh my God.
Philadelphia
like
getting
shit.
set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
I gotta do, and I'm telling you, once I get that line, it's over. I got my hooper and
there's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Pushing through the contact, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Ajayi's gonna go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, 56 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Yeah, you got injured last game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Like, it wasn't really, like, severe or nothing like that, but it was just ain't taking no chances. So, we want to sit this nigga. I want to get, this year, I'm going to get a Ajayi jersey, and I'm going to get, going against Bros, I'm going to get a Wentz.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
That's corny, bro.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
The bar for the pressure you kicking it drops all the way down as if you never even fucking hit it at the top. Like, shit is stupid, yo.
So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 right at the 30.
Stand there for a minute.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time.
I thought that was, yo. I ain't even gonna stop. I think they cheated you on that shit. Cause I definitely hit stick that nigga before he touched the ball, yo. Like. Oh yeah, before. I don't know. Seeing you staring at the screen high as fuck. Like. Refs out there. Getting into the season, refs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So they look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
But the dailies alone to keep you right. Because even when I wasn't working at that place I just left before this spot for a few weeks, or about a month. Nah, it's only like 2-3 weeks. But
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
You're strong enough to where we just coach you out. And the shit that we know that we can tell you, you super straight. You still kill niggas in the war. That's all that really matters. Like, it gives you more things to keep you going so you get to the next point. It's like playing a good team football. Ain't gonna always get deep, man.
They do go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Pokemon, you gotta play that in a different game, in a different way. And I set that in my brain back in like April, March. Because before I kept trying to play it like a PlayStation game, like, dang, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. And I liked it a lot, and I just wanted everything to happen, but you gotta play that shit like it's just like life on some real shit. Like, it's a game, but at the same time, it's a daily game. So it's like you gotta elongate the thought of it. Like, I know I'm gonna have this, but in a day's time, how can I make myself get
quickly
to this?
To Gronkowski, that's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Gronkowski had a frustrating week, too. Just 15 yards, a pair of catches in that loss to Jacksonville. So many people were curious how the Gronk-Ramsey matchup would go after the Ramsey jawing, but it never really materialized, did it?
No, Jalen Ramsey plays the corner, so not very often is he going to be on Rob Gronkowski, only in certain formations. So that was really a non-issue. Gronk did have a big opening week against Houston, 123 yards, but after the game, he gave credit to Jacksonville with how they defended him and said he has to study tape and figure out better ways to get open.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
All right, let me get my head in the game. I haven't really been picking no plays either. here looking good.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. At 6'6" and nearly 270 pounds, when the ball goes in the air for Rob Gronkowski, seems like most people always bet on him.
And rightly so. I can't imagine how you can make a play on the ball that's going to affect him. He seems to just kind of shrug off defenders. And you talk about uncovered downfield. Yeah, he just puts a hand up and says, throw it. I'm going to go get it.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right by that nigga. I just knew it was the play action. Like, I was just, I think another one. High as fuck right now. And tired as hell.
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's all different now. Like, I think the last time you've been on playing it. Now it's all crossover, so it's just nothing but real. Like, there's other servers that we're fighting the whole time now. Like, it's not just us anymore. Our server. The whole world.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
I was in 23rd
Here it's
place
3rd
in
and
the
2.
whole world. Yes. Sunday I'm about to get in the top 10. B already hit top 10. BJ hit top 10.
Now Brady. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Yeah. We knew you was doing that QB sneak. Oh, no, you weren't doing the QB sneak. Doing the spacing. All right. Yeah. Nah, I didn't move. I was sliding over because I thought you were doing the QB sneak. But I stayed on the line when I did it. Nah, that's what I'm talking about. That was me. And I slid him over to get more center versus center because I thought you were going to try to dive through the middle.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Nah, beat that. Choice.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
I knew he was going to try to post
this where the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
I think the Eagles come a little more alive out here, man.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Alive,
Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alive out here. They gotta get more alive. They gotta wake up, bro. Something right out here. 2 minutes. Oh, yeah. I've just packed the bowl. Like
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia.
11 seconds left on the play clock. Next thing you know, the motherfucking whistling goes off and shit. Like, nah, man, 2 minutes one. Go ahead and hit that ball. Go ahead. Like, man, you try. You go ahead and hit that shit. I really wanted to hit this shit before this place.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Nah, hit that, young man.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality of this
go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you know some through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Real quick, man. Let me holler at this young man, yo. You know, lately, I mean, things been a little bit different, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Watch the core.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch Gronk. Watch the slot, baby. Watch the slot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run now with Burkhead. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Brady to throw on second down. Goes underneath here to White. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third down. That's White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the short yardage man, Burkhead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Right back to him on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Yeah, I know. I knew he was running out of bounds with that one, yo. That's how that shit was. He played it to the shorter side of the field.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
The wider side of the field. Right.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Run. Watch the run.
Brady to throw again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. Brady's going to sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Hey, stat. Sunday. Go. Good shit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, empty.
Now it's Ajayi. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out come the Patriots. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They go play action here on first down. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. A good pickup there, 22.
Look, see?
Yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Gets it to Gordon. He'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Are you trying to ram with me? Busted. Let's see. Ah, damn, that's not bad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Did I sidestep the line? I got two niggas like forcing through that line and I just sidestep through. Oh yeah, no. That shit I hate. That's what I'm talking about. That shit's fucking annoying as hell.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete.
I tried to hit stick his ass.
Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Fuck, I'm talking about. All the way to the right. That's crazy.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Brady will sneak it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point try for Gronkowski. Gronkowski with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out now come the Eagles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. He finds an opening past the 40 and complete to Zach Ertz. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They run with Ajayi. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No, 66.
Back to throw, Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
The shit we will.
Now Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Now Brady.
Wow.
Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Here's Ajayi. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dante Hightower leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Lose 5-3. Lose 5-3. Black, come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Like that.
Throwing is Wentz. Escapes the side.
Oh, let's go.
Takes it left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I saw that nigga.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Wentz.
Let's go.
This will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
That shit was crazy. Yo, you definitely came out there on that one. Shit. That shit. Word. That game was crazy. You made me have to like really, like, alright, let me open up the playbook real quick. They sold into the what's the name? Into the play action. Cause at that time, that was just the perfect play for that.
You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back.
match. Baseball, son.
Money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they up. So don't be talking sideways. He said you look like
I should been there.
He makes sure he put Cardi down on his.
When I started, I just do this in the rest mode. That's why I signed up.
I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I'm impressed that game. I thought you was about to beat me. I ain't even gonna front. That shit was a fucking good ass game. Games like that make you want to play Madden. Like, it was really no picks going off in that game either. Like, I mean, niggas be throwing crazy ass shit. This time throwing crazy ass shit, we connected. Like crazy accurate ass shit. Like that one you threw both my niggas into the secondary. That shit was crazy. Word. That shit dumb crazy. I'm signing right now.